clock out together, he'll never know.
Mike, this is really hard for me, and I don't know how to say this. But Mike, I need you to understand. I believe it's the wrong thing to do, and I can't do what I feel is wrong.
Next on our list of things accountable people do is taking initiative in solving problems. Here's an area where you can really stand out. When problems arise, it's easy to assume that someone else will come along to solve them. But accountable people never take the "it's not my job" approach to things. When they see a problem, they take action towards a solution rather than waiting for others to act. The best problem solvers even anticipate what might go wrong and then take the initiative to prevent these problems from occurring in the first place. When you are proactive instead of reactive, you do your boss and the entire organization a great service. Let's watch a college recruiter as she takes responsibility for helping her school find enough students for the next year.
Second-year transfer students are about on par with last year. So how's the freshman class shaping up?
It's not.
Well, what regions are down?
That's the thing. It's Springfield, Lincoln, and Warner counties.
Prime areas that have always filled our freshman roles.
I spent the morning on the phone with Rainier District. They said that they had a couple of dozen seniors that would apply that got recruited away to other colleges.
So we don't have a big endowment. I mean, if we don't fill the freshman class, we're looking at a major revenue shortfall.
Yes, absolutely. The perfect person for you to speak with would be Professor Johnson. That would be the mathematics department. It's looking pretty busy around here. How many freshmen signed up so far?
29 confirmed. Some really good candidates.
29 candidates. Right on target.
And which target was that?
Mine. I set a goal to enroll 40% of next year's freshman class from within a 500-mile radius. If all our open houses pull like this, we could achieve that.
If all of my recruiters set goals like yours, we'd be at capacity or above.
Being accountable means serving customers in a professional way. And everyone has customers. Whether or not you deal directly with the public, your work serves someone, even if it's your coworkers. So think of them as your customers. And do your best to be respectful and responsive. Remember that through your phone conversations, your email correspondence, and your actions in person, you represent the organization. So whenever you're in front of a customer, avoid rude behaviors like cursing, talking about last night's date, or eating while talking on the phone. Let's watch an example of two clerks who help a customer. The first time unprofessionally, and the second time by paying attention to who's within earshot of their conversation.
Did you hear that Randy's on disciplinary probation?
For what?
They caught him smoking again in the stockroom.
What an idiot.
Randy says he's gonna quit anyway.
He should. He hates working here.
Excuse me, guys. Do you know where the bedding section is?
Yes, ma'am. It's at the other end of the store next to glassware. You can't miss it.
So did you hear Randy's on disciplinary probation?
For what?
They caught him smoking again in the stockroom.
Why don't we talk about it later?
Okay, sure.
Excuse me. Do you know where the bedding section is?
Yes, ma'am. It's at the other end of the store next to glassware. You can't miss it.
Thank you.
Next, be a team player, someone that others can count on. When you're on a team at work, be prepared to play an active role. Don't just show up at meetings, get involved. The group needs to hear your ideas and input, so don't just sit back and let others do all the talking. Sign up to do the things best suited to your strengths, and don't forget to pitch in to help others when it's needed. That's what teamwork is all about. Oh, and one more thing. Just as everyone brings their own strengths to the team, everyone also brings their own unique personalities. An accountable person sees diversity as a strength and doesn't let differences derail the team effort. Let's watch a group of librarians and how they each support the team by actively participating in the meeting, encouraging each other to remain positive, and by taking responsibility for tasks that need to be accomplished. These librarians are faced with two new realities. Their library is going to be open on weekends for the first time in years, and they have to learn an entirely new computer system.
So, what are the benefits of working on the weekend and learning the new computer system?
We forget that the libraries were shut down on the weekends in the first place because of the fiscal crisis. So it enhances our reputation to be open every day. That's the way it always was.
Sure, it'll all be good for the patrons.
Well, I'm looking forward to learning the new computer system. I think it's going to make all of our jobs a lot easier.
You think so?
Absolutely. It's going to free us up to do a lot more of what we all love about the job, which is working with people.
Each head librarian is going to need to explain this change to their staff. Why don't I write up a document that we can all use that guides us through the process we've just gone through?
We'll also need to determine what the weekend hours will be so we can cover those shifts. Why don't we let employees volunteer for their shifts first rather than just assigning them? We can start with a sign-up sheet in each library.
Great. Who would like to handle that?
I can do that.
As far as the new computer system, I can set up a series of classes where the employee training can take place.
So you'll be responsible for that, Ted?
You bet. I'll set it up, and I'll get back with you with the specifics tomorrow.
We'll also need to let the public know about these changes.
I'd like to be involved in that.
Finally, know how to solve your own conflicts. If you go running to someone else every time you have an issue with a coworker, you're taking others away from work they need to do. As a responsible employee, you are expected to get along with others. And as I mentioned before, you're empowered to solve your own problems. Approach conflicts as if you are the only person on your team capable of solving them. Take a deep breath, calmly analyze what's going on, and approach the other person as you would want them to approach you. In other words, try not to bite their head off. Sure, sometimes a problem will need the attention of a manager or a supervisor, but many times you'll be able to work things out yourself. Let's watch a scene that shows an employee coming to the realization that she must solve her own conflict and see how she handles it.
Hey, Kelly, can I ask a favor?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Can I use your office to make a personal call while you're at lunch? It's just so loud around my desk, I don't want everyone hearing my personal business. And my cell doesn't get any reception here. Do you mind?
No, sure. You got it. I go to lunch at noon.
Thanks, you're the best.
I do what I can.
Thanks, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sam.
Yeah. Really? Just a sec. I heard that too. No, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe a thing. No, I think she was making it up.
Sam.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
What's up?
I need to ask you to stop using my workspace when I leave the office. My desk contains confidential information, and I'd really like it to be left alone. Okay?
Don't worry, I don't look through your stuff.
Listen, Sam, I originally said yes to your request because I thought it was a one-time favor. Now, if you have an emergency, we can discuss it again. But otherwise, please don't come into my work area. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Ten behaviors. 10 ways of conducting yourself on the job that will result in you being seen as an accountable person. And when people think of you in that way, the sky's the limit. People know they can count on you when you make sure that you understand, write and speak clearly, do what you say you're going to do, don't make excuses, learn from your mistakes, always behave ethically, take initiative in solving problems, serve customers in a professional way, when you're a team player, and lastly, when you solve your own conflicts. 10 simple behaviors that will make all the difference in your career and your personal life. I know they may sound like common sense, But these 10 things can really change your day-to-day experience at work and set you up for great things in the future. It really all comes down to this one simple question. Can we count on you? If you want the answer to be yes, then you know what to do.